I work in cybersecurity. My entire career is built on anticipating threats, identifying vulnerabilities, and building walls to keep malicious actors out. I spend my days protecting corporate networks from hackers who want to steal everything. The ultimate irony? While I was busy building firewalls at work, I left my own front door wide open. The biggest threat wasn't a hacker in another country. It was the woman sleeping in my bed. My name is Liam. I'm 36, and I was married to Chloe for almost 10 years. Chloe was a PR executive and event planner. She was the definition of a social butterfly, always perfectly dressed, always networking, always curating the perfect image for her Instagram feed. I was the quiet tech guy who made the six-figure salary that funded her aesthetic lifestyle. We balanced each other out, or so I thought. As our 10-year anniversary approached, Chloe pitched an idea, a massive, no-expense-spared vow renewal ceremony. She wanted to invite 150 people, our friends, family, and half of her high-end PR clients. She framed it as a celebration of our love, but also a showcase of her event planning business. I agreed to fund it. I gave her a budget of $50,000. I loved her, and I wanted to give her the fairy tale she always talked about. I had no idea she was planning my funeral.
Looking back, the anomalies in her behavior were obvious. In cybersecurity, we call them indicators of compromise. About 6 months before the vow renewal, Chloe landed a massive new client for her PR firm, a guy named Julian. Julian was a wealthy nightclub owner and real estate investor. He was everything I despise. Loud, flashy, constantly posting photos of his Rolex on a steering wheel. Suddenly, Julian was taking up all of Chloe's time. Late-night crisis management, she called it. The red flags started piling up. First, her phone habits changed. She started keeping her phone on Do Not Disturb mode 24/7. When she was typing a text and I walked into the room, she would immediately lock the screen and flip the phone face down. Second, she became hypercritical of me. Nothing I did was right. The way I dressed was too casual, my hobbies were boring, and I wasn't ambitious enough, despite the fact that I was about to receive a massive stock option payout from my tech company going public. Third, the vow renewal planning became an obsession, but she completely shut me out of it. When I asked to see the guest list or the vendor contracts, she got incredibly defensive. "I'm a professional, Liam. Let me handle my job. You just need to show up and write the check." So I did what I do best. I started looking for the breach.
Chloe made one fatal mistake. She asked me to set up her new MacBook and migrate the data from her old one. When you do data migration, you see everything. I wasn't even looking for dirt, but I noticed a hidden encrypted folder labeled Tax Documents 2021. We use a joint accountant, so she had no reason to have a hidden tax folder. I bypassed the encryption, which took me about 4 minutes, and opened it. It wasn't taxes. It was a backup file of a secret WhatsApp chat history with Julian. I sat in my home office and read thousands of messages. They had been sleeping together for 8 months. But the affair wasn't even the worst part. It was the master plan they had cooked up. Julian had convinced her to leave me, but told her to wait until after my company went public so she could take half of my vested stock options in the divorce. The $50,000 vow renewal? That wasn't for me. She was using my money to throw a massive networking party to launch her new, rebranded PR agency, backed by Julian. I found a message she sent him that literally made my blood run cold. She wrote, "I can't wait to see the look on Liam's stupid face when I hand him the divorce papers the morning after the party. He's paying for the very event that's going to launch my new life with you. He is so clueless. She was planning to use our 10-year anniversary as a PR stunt and then financially gut me the very next day. I didn't confront her. If you alert a threat actor that you found them, they destroy the evidence and disappear. You have to contain the threat quietly. I took a deep breath, finished migrating her data, and handed her the new laptop with a smile. All set, honey. Everything is exactly where you left it. For the next 4 months, I played the role of the dopey, supportive husband. I smiled at her fake kisses. I listened to her talk endlessly about the floral arrangements and the catering menu for our special day. Meanwhile, I went to war. I hired a top-tier divorce attorney who specialized in high-net-worth assets. I showed him the messages. He told me that in our state, the stock options wouldn't be considered marital property if I didn't officially exercise them until after the date of separation. So I went to my CEO and legally deferred my vesting schedule by 6 months. The money was safe. She couldn't touch a dime of it. Next, I looked at the Vow Renewal. Chloe had told me to transfer the $50,000 to her business account so she could pay the vendors. I didn't. I told her the bank had a holding period on the transfer, but encouraged her to sign all the vendor contracts under her PR firm's LLC to build her corporate credit. Because she was so arrogant, she signed every single contract, the venue, the catering, the band, the florists, in her name and her company's name. I was legally responsible for absolutely nothing.
As the vow renewal approached, Chloe asked me to put together a 10-minute video montage of our best moments over the last decade. She wanted it played on a massive projector screen right after dinner, right before we cut the cake. "Make it emotional, Liam," she told me. "My biggest clients are going to be there. I need them to see how perfect my life is." "Don't worry," I replied. "It'll be unforgettable. There won't be a dry eye in the room." I spent 3 weeks editing that video. I didn't use photos from our vacations. I used the audio clips she had sent Julian. I used screenshots of the texts where she called my family trailer trash. I used photos from the private investigator I had hired, showing her and Julian walking into a motel in the middle of the afternoon. I engineered a masterpiece of absolute destruction. On the morning of the vow renewal, I met with my lawyer. I signed the divorce petition. I hired a private process server and gave him strict instructions on exactly when and where to deliver the documents. I put on my custom tuxedo, looked in the mirror, and smiled. It was time for the show.
The venue was a stunning botanical garden. 150 people were seated at tables covered in white roses. Chloe was in a $5,000 custom gown, working the room, shaking hands with her wealthy clients, playing the perfect wife. Julian was even there, sitting at a table in the back, smirking at me. We renewed our vows. She looked into my eyes and promised to love and honor me. I looked back and said, "I promise to give you exactly what you deserve." She thought it was romantic. After a massive 5-course dinner, the lights dimmed. The DJ announced it was time for a special presentation from the groom. Chloe stood next to me, holding my hand, beaming. The massive projector screen lowered. The video started. But instead of our wedding song, the speakers blasted an audio clip of Chloe's voice. "Liam is such an idiot." Her voice echoed through the massive venue. "I can't wait to take his money and be with you, Julian." The color instantly drained from Chloe's face. She dropped my hand. The screen flashed to a massive 10-foot-tall screenshot of her texts. Next slide, a high-res photo of her kissing Julian outside a motel. The room went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop. People were gasping, Chloe's parents looked like they were going to faint. Her PR clients were staring in pure shock. Chloe screamed at the DJ to turn it off, but I had locked the laptop and taken the only key fob. I grabbed the microphone. "Thank you all for coming," I said, my voice echoing off the glass ceiling. "I hope you enjoyed the food. Since Chloe signed all the contracts for tonight under her business, she'll be picking up the $50,000 tab. Have a great night." As I walked down the center aisle toward the exit, the doors opened. The process server walked right past me, walked up to a hysterical Chloe in her $5,000 gown, and handed her a manila envelope. "Chloe," he said, "you've been served."
I got in my Uber and went to an airport hotel. I boarded a flight to Hawaii the next morning. The fallout was apocalyptic. Because I exposed her in front of her entire client base, her PR firm imploded in 48 hours. No one wants to hire a crisis manager who is the center of a massive public crisis. Her clients dropped her immediately. Since I never transferred the money, all the vendors came after her LLC for the $50,000. When she couldn't pay, they sued her, bankrupting her business. And Julian? The moment he realized I had deferred my stock options and she wasn't getting a multi-million-dollar divorce settlement, he ghosted her. He didn't want a broke, publicly humiliated girlfriend with $50,000 in debt. He blocked her number and barred her from his clubs. During the divorce proceedings, she tried to fight me for alimony, but my lawyer brought up the fraud, the hidden debts, and the fact that she had tanked her own earning potential through her actions. The judge had zero sympathy for her. I kept my investments, my stock options, and my dignity. She left the marriage with nothing but a ruined reputation and a pile of legal bills.
It's been 4 years since that night. My tech company went public, and I secured my financial future. I bought a house in the mountains, I travel, and I found peace. I recently started dating a woman who values privacy and honesty over Instagram likes. Last I heard through the grapevine, Chloe is working as an assistant manager at a mid-tier hotel in a different city. She doesn't post on social media anymore. To anyone out there who suspects they are being betrayed, do not let your emotions control your response. Anger is loud, but true power is completely silent. If you find out your partner is planning your downfall, don't throw a tantrum. Don't beg them to stay. Become a ghost. Gather your evidence, secure your assets, and wait for the perfect moment to let them destroy themselves on their own stage. Thanks for listening to my story. If you want to support the channel, leave a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments, what would you have done if you found that hidden folder? Stay smart and protect your peace.